Do you feel like you've tried every natural remedy for your dog's diarrhea and IBD, but nothing seems to be working? You may have even been told by your vet there's nothing else you can do other than strong immunosuppressive medications. Your pet's not feeling good, you're spending a ton of money at the specialist, and you're not getting results. And you're probably not sure what to do, and you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. Don't worry, by the end of this video, you will know the key areas to focus on to help your dog start healing their gut, why herbal remedies can work, and most importantly, you're going to know how to heal the gut and get back your dog's vibrant energy. Just take it from our client Deanna and her dog Tucker, who was experiencing acid reflux, low energy, struggling to eat his food, and was diagnosed with inflammatory bowel disease or IBD. She was actually told by her veterinary specialist that there was nothing else she could do other than prescription diets and strong drugs, and even that herbs and fresh food diets would actually make him worse. However, Deanna was able to uncover why Tucker wasn't healing and start healing him and repairing his body to help him feel much better in less than 4 months, using the right nutrition and herbs to actually heal his gut and his immune system rather than cover up the symptoms or make him worse. If this is something you're struggling with, I'm Dr. Katie Woodley, a holistic veterinarian, and I help pet parents like you all over the world. And I don't want you to struggle alone anymore. There's a link below to speak with me directly, so go ahead and book a call. But let's now talk about how to start healing your dog's gut, especially if they have IBD. First off, testing. We have to uncover why your dog has an autoimmune disease that's causing the symptoms and has led to the disease called IBD. So, what we start with in our holistic blueprint program is what's called a hair tissue mineral analysis test. Now, when we did this with Tucker, we uncovered high levels of heavy metals that were creating resistance to him healing, and they were leading to more inflammation in his body. He wasn't digesting his food well. He had very low nutrients and minerals in his tissue levels. So we were looking at the last 3 months, and he was nutrient deficient. His adrenal glands were stressed, and you can't feed a stressed pet back to health. Also, Tucker was experiencing a lot of anxiety and nervousness, and a lot of he didn't feel good. And there's a huge gut brain axis connection. And we were able to see that he was stuck in a sympathetic nervous system fight or flight response with just this one simple test. So we always start here because we need to get a baseline of what's going on in the body. So we actually then can create a framework and a support system to start healing it. Now, if you're ready to start with uncovering what's going on in your pet's body and start with looking at the root cause through functional medicine testing, make sure you schedule a call to learn more about our blueprint program and see if it's a good fit for you. There's a link in the description. Next, we had to support Tucker's digestion. If he's not able to break down the food, he can't absorb those nutrients, those vitamins and minerals that are key to his body actually healing. So we started him on digestive enzymes to help him break down the food so that he could better absorb it to allow his GI tract and his immune system and the rest of his body to actually start healing. We also transitioned Tucker to a minimally processed fresh food diet. We decided to use a lightly cooked food because of the energetics are a little bit easier for a dog who's struggling with a digestive health issue like IBD to process that food. It's a little bit energetically warming to help him digest and absorb it. We also utilized food therapy, which is an ancient Chinese philosophy to look at the energetics of food to actually help with him as an individual so that we could use warming foods, we could use cooling foods based on his body and his symptoms that he was experiencing. So there's a lot of great brands out there that utilize this from a food therapy perspective, from a Chinese herbal medicine perspective, but also too just utilizing the power of fresh food. If you need some more guidance with the brands that I recommend and I use every day with my clients, definitely check out our Pet Gut Health free guide where I list my favorite brands. There's a link in the description. Now, once we started with testing, figuring out where Tucker's imbalances are. We've got him breaking down the food a little bit better. We need to follow a framework. Because a lot of times pet parents are struggling, and you may be in the situation where you're trying all these different things, you're using a bunch of supplements, you're changing the food all the time, and you don't know why you're doing it, and you're just hoping the next thing works. This is why I follow frameworks in my blueprint program and with my clients, so that they understand the principles of what we're doing to actually heal the body in a systematic way. So I use a 5R framework of remove, replace, repair, reinoculate, and reset. That way you can actually help your dog truly heal at the deeper root cause level. First, with Tucker, we had to remove the things that were creating resistance to his body healing. This could be things like overgrowth of pathogenic bacteria in the gut, heavy metals, which Tucker had both of those. We also need to start repairing and replacing the things that are missing. We knew he had a problem digesting his food from his hair tissue mineral analysis test, so adding in enzymes to help break down the food. We knew because of his inflammatory bowel disease diagnosis, his gut lining was inflamed. He had what we called leaky gut, which was causing a lot of bacteria, toxins, inflammatory chemicals to pass through that gut lining and create inflammation in things like his brain. It can cause issues with skin problems like itchy paws, hot spots, and we knew we had to heal his adrenal glands. So we also need to look at the stomach. So this is where stomach acid is very important. A lot of pets, including Tucker, were lacking things like stomach acid, so the pH of the stomach wasn't appropriate to actually activate the natural digestive enzymes. One of the brands that I love and we use specifically with Tucker is Standard Process Zypan to help lower the pH of the stomach. So it also provided digestive enzymes to start breaking down and processing the food, like proteins, things like pepsin, betaine hydrochloride were really instrumental in helping him digest his food better. He also was experiencing acid reflux, and this was really debilitating for him and for Deanna, his mom, to watch him go through every single day not feeling good. So we needed to provide support for healing that inflammation that was occurring with the acid reflux with healing herbs like mucilages. So things like slippery elm, we also utilized okra, and we need to support his microbiome and the immune system. We know that 70 to 80% of the immune system is located within the gut and is communicating with the microbiome, which is trillions of different types of microorganisms. So with Tucker specifically, we use certain probiotics like Saccharomyces boulardii, which is a safe, beneficial yeast that will help modulate that immune system alongside introducing a small amount of fiber to provide a food source for those beneficial microbes to help start rebalancing his gut, which was quite off. The other piece also with our 5R framework is we need to support detoxification. This is a commonly missed area with many pet parents and my veterinary colleagues. So the way I use this to support my patients is using things like binders to help bind the toxins. And we need to open up the different detox pathways in the liver. So specifically phase 1 and phase 2. Don't worry, I won't bore you with all the details, but these are really key areas that keep a lot of pet parents stuck and end up creating detox reactions that make their pets worse when you give certain supplements. Let me know in the comments if that's ever happened to you. So specific products that I used with Tucker were things like bentonite clay. That's a binder to help bind those toxins to get them out of the body. And beneficial herbs like milk thistle and dandelion, because we needed to get the heavy metals and the toxins out. The liver and the gut have a very close connection. And especially when we have an autoimmune disease like IBD, we need to make sure we're supporting the liver so that it has less pressure on it to get those toxins out so it doesn't contribute to increased inflammation in the body. Now, if you want to check out some of the specific supplements we use to help Tucker heal, make sure to click the link in our description. Many times pet parents and even my veterinary colleagues are just looking at treating symptoms, and it keeps people and pets stuck. You might see short-term results, but usually those symptoms return, and they return with a vengeance. And eventually, if you are using conventional drugs, a lot of times they stop working. And then you're told there's nothing else you can do. This is why it's really important to find and heal the root imbalances that led to the symptoms developing. Personally, once again, I found using these frameworks and foundations very helpful for my clients and patients to heal at the deeper level. When my clients better understand why we're using something and understand how things can go wrong, we have better long-term success at healing their pets and keeping them healed. Deanna and Tucker are a great example of how trusting the process, using specific functional medicine tests to identify the root causes, and leaning into the Blueprint community support has truly paid off. Today, Tucker's like a new dog. His energy has returned. He feels much better, and Deanna feels more at peace knowing she can help her sweet boy feel his best for the rest of his life. If you're struggling with this and you're ready to find a way forward rather than hoping the next thing works, there's a link below to speak with me directly so you can start figuring out together how to heal the root cause of your pet's GI issues naturally. And if you'd like to continue to learn more about how to find the root cause of your pet's gut and skin issues, make sure to watch this video next. And thank you for watching Wanting the Best for Your Pet, and I look forward to helping your pets feel their best together. Take care.